Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Well, I hope everyone is having a good morning. Hope everyone ate well yesterday. Spent time with your folks. And if your folks don't live nearby, I hope you made it a point to get in touch with them, which really, that should be often. Shouldn't just be because of a holiday. But still, gotta be sure to keep all your folks close to you, even if they're not close to you. Because nothing's guaranteed and nothing's a given. I say that all the time. Anywho, what I want to talk about this morning is avoidant behaviors. That's the topic, avoidant behaviors. And I had said in a live I did, I think the other day, that I was going to do this live. And I had said where I got the topic, like the idea for the topic. I didn't just pull it out my hat and just decide, oh, let me look this up real quick. I was in another live, and somebody that was in that live, they had made a comment and said that they dislike, not that they dislike, well, I guess same thing, that one of their pet peeves is women, what the heck? Women with women who have avoidant behaviors. So I was like, avoidant behaviors? What is that? So now we're going to talk about it. And just avoidant behaviors in general. I had also said in the live the other day, I think it was yesterday or the other day, I forget, that there's a avoidant personality disorder, but I'm not gonna go into a deep dive with that. I just want to talk about the behavior itself that people show. So I'm about to get started. Hold on. All right, it says avoidant behavior involves actively avoiding situations or people due to a fear of rejection, criticism, or humiliation. This can manifest as social anxiety, reluctance to form close relationships, and avoiding conflict or new activities. While it can be a temporary coping mechanism, persistent avoidance can be a symptom of avoidant personality disorder, AVPD for short, or an avoidant attachment style. So that's why I said I don't want to do a deep dive into avoidant personality disorder itself. Like that's a whole other conversation. But I do want to talk about avoidant behaviors. And like this says, persistent avoidance can be a symptom of avoidant personality disorder. You don't want it. You don't want something that's kind of simple to turn into something major if you're able to do something about it. I would think. I would think so. Okay. Characteristics of avoidant behavior. So they gave us, how many did they give us? One, two, three, four, five. They gave us five of them. So I don't see why I can't read them. This really shouldn't take too long because those of you that have watched my lives before know I encourage people to do their own research when they listen to things that people talk about as well. You don't just take what they say and run with it. And then that way, also, if they don't do a super duper deep dive into something and you're interested in it, you go and do your own deep dive. I definitely encourage that. Now, if there's people in here and a conversation is had that prompts us to go a little deeper, why not? I'm not against it, but I always encourage people to do their own research with anything they come across. Are they here? Trust, but verify. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Hold on. All right, my bad. Luckily, there's nobody in here, so I didn't really have anybody waiting. Y'all check out the replay. Just fast forward a little bit. I had y'all on hold for, oh, I think a couple minutes, but I had y'all on hold. Anyway, let's continue. I know y'all like be all over the place. Sometimes it be like that. So, characteristics of avoidant behavior. The first one is social and occupational avoidance. Social and occupational avoidance. Avoiding social gatherings, work activities, or close relationships because of fear of not being liked or being judged negatively. That's deep. That's deep. So you just not gonna go nowheres and do nothing. And even if you have a job, which everyone should have a job, and you cool with people that you work with and they having a function, you're not gonna go because of what? Because of a fear of not being liked or being judged. That's just a part of life. You're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, and vice versa. But as long as everybody's keeping it cute and cordial, do you? But that's easier said than done when you got something going on with you. You're gonna keep it a being. That's definitely not living. That's definitely not living at all. I'm so over this wind, y'all. And we're not even into the winter time yet. It's just freaking fall. Okay, let's continue. So we went over social and occupational avoidance real quick. Like I said, we're going over characteristics of avoidant behavior. All right. Restraint in relationships. Restraint in relationships. Being reserved and hesitant to become close to others, even if there is a desire for connection due to fears of rejection. Restraint in relationships. That's got to be a lonely existence. Because scare money don't make no money. And you don't know what you don't know. Being reserved and hesitant to become, what the hell? Close to others, even if there is get it together, Bing. Even if there is a desire for connection due to fears of rejection. Shoot your shot and be genuine. And if they with it, they with it. If they not, they not. The fudge. The show must go on, especially if you have a desire to connect with somebody. That desire didn't just come out the woodwork. You had to have engaged with this person. I would hope. Shoot. If they reject you, they reject you. Just don't make it weird. That's all. You're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. That's fine. And everyone's not your cup of tea. And that's fine. Self-consciousness. Self-consciousness. Feeling socially unskilled, unappealing, or inferior to others, especially in new social situations. The fudge. Feeling socially unskilled, unappealing, or inferior to others, especially in new social situations. First of all, you're not supposed to have too many, if any, feels about how others perceive you when it comes to stuff like that. As long as you're not being a D head or a B word, or coming off a way it's ignorant, because then, yes, you need to be aware of that and check that behavior. But as far as just your regular personality and what you got going on, you don't base that on other people. You do you. And you don't base what you got going on to what other people got going on in order to even allow yourself to feel inferior. How they give it up is how they give it up. Now, if you want to use it as a bit of motivation to step your stuff up, so be it. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of fire underneath you. But to allow yourself to feel inferior to anybody, crazy work. Because them giving what they may consider to be their max, their maximum amount of effort, or what you perceive them to be giving to what you perceive them what they're doing to be them doing, giving it their all. You might only be giving something, yeah, 60%. So don't feel inferior to anybody. If anything, if need be, use it as motivation to step your stuff up. Because whatever uh, results they bear from the fruits of their labor, you're not getting none of that. It's not your results. So why are you worried about their effort? Especially to the point where you're going to feel inferior. Nah, you don't need to do that. Hey, kiss my cheeks. Good morning. So drop the link. You want to come holler at me? What the hoot? You can come up here while we talk about this. Hold on. I got about a strong, like 15 minutes left. Doo, doo, doo. Hello.
Mrs. B, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What the hell is the topic?
Oh, yes. The topic is avoidant behaviors.
I just jumped in the chat and I seen you. I seen you was live and I just jumped in the chat.
Yeah, it's avoidant behaviors because I was saying I was in a live a couple days ago, and somebody that was up there had said, just in the conversation, they had said that one of their pet peeves is women with avoidant behaviors. And I'm thinking, like, avoidant behaviors? What is that? Because I never heard of that before. So I said, boom, that's about to be my topic.
Okay, so what do you consider avoidant behavior?
Okay, so that's what we've been going over. We didn't even get that far, to keep it a bean. But I'll read it. It says avoidant behavior involves actively avoiding situations or people due to a fear of rejection, criticism, or humiliation. And then it has said this can manifest as social anxiety, reluctance to form close relationships, and avoiding conflicts or new activities. And I'm like, you
I'm
basically
just
want
trying to see how I can fit all this in with what I saw today.
what you see today.
No, Miss B, I don't want to come here. You know, we be chilling over here, so I don't want to come over here being messy. I'm trying to fit it all in. Let me find a way to fit it up.
Okay, well then we ain't gonna be messy, girl. If you can fit it in, then cool. If not, so be it.
Avoidant behavior.
Yeah, some people gonna find themselves becoming a recluse with that because you just so worried about how you're gonna be perceived by others. It it prevents you from doing anything or being around people. So we've been going over the characteristics of avoidant behavior. So we
I don't think that's prevalent too much on YouTube.
I like to just talk about topics in general.
Yeah. I'm just bringing it back to YouTube. You know, remember I'm trying to fit my topic in. Don't worry
Oh,
about
oh,
me.
oh, girl. Okay, I got you. YouTube is just YouTube. Is what I'm learning.
How long have
Um,
you been around, if you don't mind me asking?
for a couple of years, but I was in and out. It's definitely not. At least the sector we're in is not
Yeah.
what it used to be. It's garbage, but whatever.
I'm new to the sector, so I don't know.
Okay, well then, yeah, you came in, I guess, when it's garbage, but it's funny. But at some point, like I said, when it goes left, I'm getting right out of there.
Where you be leaving? You be leaving me right in there by myself.
Cause it be a lot. It be a lot. And once I start to get a headache, then I'm like, I gotta go.
You
I don't
gotta
like
turn
to
the volume. You gotta turn the volume down, Miss V.
nod it. And then it's like it be men doing that. And I'm like, I don't like that. It's weird.
Okay, I get that.
All that screaming and yelling and stuff.
Now that I do get. No, I caught that Jay on Kwame panel. So I'm just trying to see how I can fit that all in.
Wait, you said she was on whose panel?
You heard me.
Okay.
I was just trying to see how I could fit that all into avoidant behavior.
Oh no,
Cause it's a
ain't nothing avoidant about that behavior because you everywhere like the air. So you can't put that in.
Miss V, I like you. You know that. That's why I jump on your panel.
Well, I appreciate that. I think you cool too. You know that. My girl Mika cool. I don't know where she been, but Mika, you cool. Cooler than the other side of the pillow, first of all, and second of
What you
all.
know about that? Are we down like four flat tires?
Okay. But yeah, there ain't nothing avoidant about that behavior because she gonna go wherever she wanna go. She grown. I just don't want her to make herself nobody's content. That's all.
What? You don't want her to do what? That's what she trying to be.
Well, I don't want her to be that, but she grown.
How you gonna? That's what she want to be. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
And
Everybody gonna
she's
be what they
really,
wanna be. I just want
yeah.
everybody to be great. But I guess I'll be living in like another land or something. I gotta remember I'm an alien, so that's why I can't relate to a lot of stuff anyway.
You're an alien.
I
I gotta
am.
bring you back down to earth.
Lord, I don't want to.
Mhm.
All right, so we went over social and occupational avoidance. We went over restraint in relationships. We went over self consciousness. The next one is risk aversion, being reluctant to take personal risk or try new activities for fear of embarrassment. The fudge. Scared money don't make no money.
that's the that's the mindset I had. Hey,
Hmm.
I was saying hey to but that's the mindset I have. Scared money don't make no money.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be scared to do something out of fear of being successful, but you're gonna be scared of doing something out of fear of it not working out, or out of fear of somebody gonna reject you. I don't understand it, but I guess it's not for me to understand.
And everybody thinks a little different.
You know, Blaze, what you say? Are you being ignorant? Exactly, straight garbage. Wait, what are you talking about against what? You disagreeing? Good morning, Blaze. Good morning, Uncle L. You said another land is correct. It's called La La Land. Apparently, he said blessing, ladies. Because I don't know what type time folks be on. And then that's why I like to do certain topics because then it reminds me that sometimes you're not talking about regular folk because regular people do regular shit. Excuse my language. But then when you start talking about avoidant behaviors or certain other topics, then you get a little more context and understanding like, okay, this person may not be all the way well. So I got to deal with them accordingly.
And you gotta know, people may not want to watch that. Though. I don't think you're worried about views or anything. I'm just
No,
saying.
no, I'm really not. If they want to watch it, cool beans. If they don't want to watch it, cool beans. Bless them. Because like I said, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And what you
Right.
talk about is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. So I think it's important that whether it's on here or in our real life, we do things because we want to do things, not because we're hoping that we're gonna get a attaboy or a pat on your back from somebody else because you're doing it.
I think that's why a lot of people do stuff nowadays, especially like giving to charities and stuff. Because if I was ever to do anything like that, you wouldn't know. I wouldn't tell anybody. I
Right.
would never. It's not for you to know. That's just something I do on the side.
Yeah, like we're not gonna be there taking pictures of people receiving the help, and then now it's a thing.
Yeah, I hear across YouTube also, well, I did this and I did that. Well, if you did it out of the kindness of your heart, we went.
Right. And I had touched on something like that before. I feel like the only time it's appropriate to give somebody a gentle reminder of what you may or may not have done for them is when they find themselves acting ungrateful
Okay, I can
after
see that. Yeah.
after you done said yes, 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 and the moment that you can't or you don't want to, whatever the case may be, now you ain't done nothing for them because we live in a I talked about this too. We live in a right here, right now world, and we live in a what have you done for me lately world. So sometimes you need to give somebody a gentle reminder when they get beside themselves, but not just for the hoot of it.
I was just gonna say, and not only that, like we are very what's the word? Short sighted. Or we don't remember. We don't remember well nowadays. So you tend to forget.
Right. And then when that happens, you know, you want to act as if somebody never done something for you, and it's just so ungrateful and such a slap in the face to the person who has, because nothing is a given. Nobody has to do anything for us, and vice versa.
That's a fact.
And even once we get grown, our parents don't have to do anything for us,
That's a
e-
fact.
especially if they raised you to, by the time you get of age, to be able to do for self. So,
That's definitely a fact. And I think a lot of people are entitled now and feel people are supposed to do things for them. I don't know.
yep. So I just call it a gentle reminder because some people really do need a gentle reminder.
Let's kick them in the back. Fuck it.
They be alright. Next time they start to get ungrateful, the back start hurting. But it really do be like that. But then, the part that really throws me sometimes is don't act that way with you. Not you, but you know what I mean. Talking about like the person
Yeah, I
that,
got you. Speaking in general.
right. But then will just like fall all over somebody that ain't never did nothing for them, or not what you have done. And it's backwards. Like, you're weird.
Do you have any examples?
Not that I'm a share, but I'm sure
Okay.
most people have experienced stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Miss V, you sound young, right? How old are
Hmm.
you?
Like in the mid 30 area.
Okay. You don't have to give an exact age.
Hmm.
I just think that's funny because you act older than
Huh?
some of the older women out here.
Because the V is for vintage. I got an old soul, girl, and I don't belong here. I'm an alien. I told you that.
I
Fine.
see you. I see you.
So funny. But yeah, that's the world we live in. So it's annoying because you gotta like sort them out, and
Gotcha.
that's why I talked about the live I did. Talking about the what I said, the leaf people, the branch people, and root people. You got to have the ability to place people in your life in the categories they belong in. And some people don't belong in any of them. Everybody can go. It is what it is.
Gotcha. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Cool beans. Lord. But yeah, I'm fixing to get out of here. We
I
didn't
know.
go
I was just
over.
about to say.
Huh?
Um, I was just about to say. I know you didn't want to be here too long, so I was just coming up to chit chat with you for a little while.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I want everybody to do their own research and look up avoidant behaviors, and it not avoid not the disorder, but you can if you want to. That's your business. But at least the behaviors. And what Blaze say? The only thing we owe each other is basic human courtesy. Word is bond. Now, when you meet people who will genuinely go the extra miles for you, then those are the ones you want around you. Yeah, those are your root people. Because the leaf people, they ain't here for a long time. They here for a good time. So keep that in mind when you're dealing with them. Have your fun, and then
When the seasons
be okay when
change,
it's done. Huh?
I was just gonna say when the seasons change, those leaves fall.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at a bunch of leaves just blowing with the wind right now. Ain't nothing solid about that.
Well, this was nice. I'm gonna let you go. Happy holidays again. Talk to you later, okay, Miss V?
Okay, girl, have a good day. Thank you
All
for
right.
coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye. All right, y'all. So yeah, this was nice. We didn't go over everything, but that's fine because, like I said, I want y'all to do your own research anyway. And I'm about to get out of here, and I'll see y'all later. Have a good day. Thank you to everybody for coming. Bye.